What is up, everybody? It's your girl Juju the Master Manifester, and I am back with another video. Alright, so I'm gonna give my client some time to come in. Hey, Butterfly. Hey, Asha. How y'all doing? How's your daughter, Butterfly? So I'm super zoned out. How's the sound, y'all? I've already shuffled the cards. I've already prayed. So we are good to go. As soon as you stay ready, we can give it a couple, maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Asha said I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully you're feeling even better after your reading. Butterfly said I'm feeling good. She's feeling better. The antibodies are working. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad to hear that. Okay. So, Asha, I'm going to be using the What's the News. I'm going to use this deck too. So I feel like this will switch it up a little bit, you know? See what we get. See what energy we get, what vibes we get. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. So her question is, what can she do to create a healthier relationship with money once and for all? So I feel like that's a really good question because it's like, damn, like once and for all, like for real this time. Like, what can I do? Okay. So I'm going to shuffle the music. And then we're going to get straight into it. Pay attention to the lyrics and the music. That's going to be a good indication of what spirit is saying, as well as the energy that they are portraying.
I've worked at some of the
Oh,
largest
shit.
retailers on the planet. We think they all have it figured out, but Shopify really does.
All right. Hella zoned out. Okay. So my initial thinking was maybe we see who steps forward and then see what their message is. Or we can just go strictly into what you asked about the money. Since it is an ancestral reading, of course we can connect with the spirits. But it's totally up to you. Do you want to focus more on you? Do you want to focus more on the ancestor and their message? Just let me know which. I found peace in drowning. Hmm. Okay. Said we'll see who steps forward and what their message is. Okay, so we're going to be using my Skinfolk Mediumship Oracle. Okay. So, all right. So I've already prayed over the cards, prayed to the ancestors, called on the spirits. So let's see who steps forward for her. Who's the spirit who wants to step forward for her in regards to her finances? Actually, I'm gonna let you pick. I like doing this every now and then. Okay. So, let me do 4 cards. Let me see if we can get. Okay, so tell me which one out of these four. One, two, three, four. Which card? So we're trying to see which spirit wants to step forward. Three. Okay. Return to sender. I'm cracking up. Okay, so I already know who this is. This is Jerome, and that's crazy because it's. I wonder if he picked up on that too, because he don't play. One thing about it. Let's see if anybody else wants to step forward. I know that he does want to step forward though. Let's see who else. Oh shit! All right, who? She said he don't play at all. Listen, if they only knew. All right, spirit. Who wants to step forward? Give me insights into the spirit who wants to step forward. Damn, this deck is so damn thick. Who wants to step forward? Insights into the spirit who wants to step forward. Okay. Damn. Whoa. Sexual trauma indicated. North. Yoga, breath work, stretching. So this spirit is still talking about blockages that's going on with you as far as the sexual trauma. So we have worked through this quite a bit, but I'm still seeing some things that are lingering. Your spirit guides are always with you. This card comes up. So I'm feeling his energy coming through. You hear the song, I'm on the grind for you. Look what's on the bottom. Caddo, Native American ancestry, Gullah Geechee ancestry. So his message is he wants you to keep working with the chakras because I'm still seeing the blockages. I'm seeing sacral chakra, solar plexus, um, what else? Oh, and the root chakra. Okay, so it's literally all the lower chakras, which deals with that's like the reproductive area. Okay. So you really want to be mindful of this because this can lead to a lot of issues like blockages in those areas, like infertility, cramping, just a lot of stomach pain, gut problems, even back pain and stuff like that. That's like in that area because the root chakra is the base. Okay, so you want to be mindful of that. Spirit is talking to you about the yoga. It's like slower stretching is going to be more effective for you versus like hard. What is he saying? Like just hard cardio or like running or something like that. It puts too much strain. Okay. So the spirit is talking about slowing things down, being more near the water, being more in tune with your ancestors. Okay. She said, okay, makes sense. Even the scatica. I don't know how to pronounce that. sciatica. I think that's how you sciatica. I think that's how you pronounce it. But this is interesting because you're asking about money, but you got to understand like the root chakra literally is at the base, and it deals with the finances, it deals with security, feeling stable, feeling grounded, feeling like your basic needs are met. Okay? So he's not showing his face. He's shining this on you. He's just like, this is about you. This is about you. He's talking about your weight loss, which is a really good thing because look here. You see like the plus size woman, and then you see like a smaller woman here. So he's bringing up the. He's like, you did a good job. You know what I'm saying? The cardio, all of that was good. Great job. But he's just like, we got to figure out something else because it's just too much strain on your body. And this card talks about um this same message comes through every time I pull this card, but about the body being a vessel. And it's like if your vessel is not, I don't want to say pure, but if you're not taking care of your vessel in terms of making sure the blockages are good, like there's no blockages, of course it's normal, but if you're not aware of these things and you're not really staying on top of it, just making sure that you're doing certain things for your chakras, whether it's the colors, the sound healing, meditations, or whatever, but just be super specific, like root chakra meditation, root chakra sound healing frequencies, things like that. Be specific, even wearing the color red, the color orange, the color yellow, and the color purple. So I'm getting crown chakra energy for the purple and not the third eye. I don't see anything off with your third eye chakra, but I do see the crown. There's kind of a blockage. This spirit here wants to he wants to share like some knowledge with you is what he's talking about right now. It's like he wants to share some things with you, but it's like there are blockages that's stopping him from being able to like give you the knowledge. Because see here, she has books. It's like two books are open. She's reading these books. Okay. And she's near the water in both of these. Okay. He's also talking more about, using your candles, even if it's just chime candles or the little spell candles. Light those candles more often. Okay. You don't have to wait until you're doing like a ritual or something, but use your candles for sure. Because the candle magic, what I've told you, the candle magic is definitely your form of divination. Every ritual we do, your candle is always the one that burns down perfectly. Everybody else is, I can't say everybody else's. I know mine was tell up one time. She said, okay, I got one to light tonight. Sounds good. Anytime you feel low vibrational or in pain or anything like that, you can light that candle for yourself, okay? Call on your ancestors and just, you can say your favorite scripture for healing. I know it's not an immediate, it's not going to change immediately, but he's just speaking on causing less strain on your back. Excuse me. I'm seeing since you're getting smaller, it is going to be a little bit easier, a little bit less strain on your body or whatever. Because, it's less weight. All right. So now that we've talked about the sexual trauma, do you have any specific questions about that? Like, is anything specific that he wants you to address or anything like that before we move on, to the finances? Yes, I noticed the difference already. I'm happy for you because you've been taking your journey serious for sure, and that's why you're seeing results. And that's kind of his message too, just with the finances. It's like it's a process. You can't rush it. Yes, is there anything specific he thinks I need to do to release it? So let's see. All right, Papa Jerome, is there anything that, in regards to her sexual trauma, is there anything that you would like her to release it? just leave. I'm seeing you with somebody you thought they were the perfect match for you, and then you realize this person wasn't for you. Y'all broke up. Somebody broke up with somebody. Kind of busy. Wow, can't pick up. You took your energy back. Wait, because not that he bringing up a relationship, but this is funny because the cards is like the same energy. So look at this. I'm kind of busy. I can't pick up. Had enough. He over the bullshit. So who is this? This would be a relationship. So I'm seeing you maybe experience. This part ain't funny, but I'm laughing at like the cards or whatever. Cause look, cause you got perfect match. Hey boo boo. So you got perfect match, and you got just leave. It's not working out. So this is clearly a couple. Okay, broke up with you or them. So there was a breakup. I'm seeing the woman being the one that is like, I got shit to do. I'm moving forward. And then I'm seeing the man being stressed out. Okay. So spirit is bringing up a relationship. So is there a relationship where you experience sexual trauma? Like maybe. So I'm gonna throw something out there. I don't know if it applies, but like maybe a situation where you're with somebody and maybe you didn't want to have sex, but they wanted to have sex and they were adamant about it, and you just kind of was like, okay, whatever, but you really didn't want to have sex. Is that something that has happened? Because that's kind of what I'm picking up. Because yeah, I'm gonna just ask you that, and if not, I'm gonna pull some clarifiers and see if he can clarify a little bit more. Because he got me wanting to say something. She said a long time ago. Okay. So what he's speaking about is he's saying that the sexual trauma that you experience, okay, in your 20s. Okay. So this is, you see how long, I ain't saying how long ago, but I'm just like thinking about how sometimes things that we be like, okay, that situation ended or whatever, but sometimes we can still hold trauma or certain experiences that we didn't realize was probably our trauma playing out. So like for instance, being sexually abused as a child, it's like you're kind of conditioned to just not feel like you have control over your body or even the decision of consent or whatever the case may be. So it's like you end up in certain relationships to where people will take advantage of you. And if not necessarily take advantage, maybe they're not in tune enough with you to where they know when you don't want something, or they're not picking up on, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not necessarily sexual abuse if they think, oh, okay, well, yeah, she wants to do it. But it's like, really, it's kind of like, well, I didn't want to do it. So it's a really fine line. So I think that's what he is speaking about, just as far as like, he's saying like, sometimes the trauma, it's like you can get over it. You're strong enough to like get over things, but it's like sometimes it still carries over to like certain things, like as far as you feeling guilty, or it's like I'm trying to trying to make it make sense, like what he's saying. Just I haven't really been talking to the recent guys much, and I don't care. Okay, I'm cracking up at that because I didn't see that comment. So I feel like I understand what he's saying, but it's probably something like that you're just not even doing consciously. It's like a subconscious thing. Like, so you just want to be mindful of like how sometimes that trauma can show up, and it's like, okay, us being silent or us not speaking up can sometimes be an effect or a side to sexual trauma. She said, I get it, I understand. Okay, good. Butterfly said, I definitely understand that with my own trauma. Yeah, it's definitely a struggle, because it's like when you feel out of control of your own body, that's like really like a lonely kind of feeling. You don't know how to advocate for yourself, struggling to learn to speak up for yourself. So it's definitely hard to overcome, but he's just bringing this up, and he's speaking about the root chakra because the root chakra deals with the finances, but that's also in the area of like the stomach, and then that's like pregnancy and all of that. So it really all correlates. It really all, ties into together. But we're not thinking about stuff like that, But it's just something to, if I was you, what I would do, because your question was how can you um basically how can you let go of like the money, how can I create a healthier relationship with money once and for all? So it's not going to be the easiest thing to do as far as it just flowing to you if there are blockages, okay? So what's coming up isn't really money blockages, it's more of sexual blockages, sexual trauma, And I do think that, you know, I'm not to say, oh, if you're healed you make more money. I'm not saying that, but it's just like when you have less, what am I trying to say? When you have less negative thoughts that are opposing to what you want, then it's easier to manifest something, or it's easier to obtain something and to also maintain it. Because it's one thing to get something, it's another thing to keep it. Like, let's be real, and you want long term. So I would just say this to anybody who's trying to create, you know, a healthier relationship with money. Understand the fact that inflation is happening. So things are increasing. Like, we're getting less for more. Okay. We're getting less shit for more money. So we have to really be mindful of that and also understand, okay, even a raise wouldn't help. It's mostly you gotta have multiple streams of income nowadays to be able to like maintain, you know? So instead of thinking that they're I'm trying to like follow exactly what he's saying, but I'm just gonna say it in my own way. Cause I'm just like, listen, because he's trying to be philosophical and shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck? She said my raise did nothing. That's crazy because that's what he was saying. So it's like instead of thinking like, okay, I need to get a raise or I need to get a promotion, it's like, no, think about multiple ways where you can make money. Or think about what skills that you can use that you're just naturally good at that you can make money. And do that shit enough times, keep doing it, keep being, consistent with it, then eventually, you'll have four, because I'm seeing like four streams of income for you, but eventually there'll be the full four streams. Right now, starting off, it's not going to be a full. Yeah, yeah, he did say that. She said, I know he said my spiritual business will sustain me. It will, but it takes time. Like with the spiritual business, that's not something that's going to just blow up overnight. Like you have to build, I'm just being real with you. You got to build your community. You have to, I don't want to say convince people that you can tell them or teach them something,